Damn, we have not had an episode with the four of us since the car one,
Yeah.
I know.
which, to be fair, I think is the last episode I put out anyway. So
But have you been putting out clips?
no, I've been too lazy.
Well, the Wi-Fi on our cruise has been down for a couple weeks at this point. So,
Yeah, it's kind of tough being stuck in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
it
we're all
also sucks that we lost Mike.
yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
statistically, one of us had to go.
that was
Yeah.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate that our revenue stream went with him,
Yeah. I think it was particularly cruel that they sent him off on one of the lifeboats and kind of gave him like a Viking funeral. I understand that we got to eradicate the hantavirus before we touch back on, on soil there, but I feel like burning his body
I don't know.
kind of a little far, especially because they didn't kill him first.
Well, I think that they said that it was better for his soul in the afterlife
If you, yeah, I mean,
burn him alive.
They also
I
didn't
guess.
want, people to turn his grave into like a martyr symbol,
Oh,
Right.
yeah, no
So,
grave robbing, yeah.
yeah, they were like, this could inspire acts of terrorism, so we're just gonna dump him in the sea and
Yeah.
I
get
mean,
around that whole thing.
it was kind of Darth Vader-esque, right? Like they just pushed him out onto a slab, lit him up, and it's kind of like those little lanterns, that you let go and they float off
Well,
into the sky.
I was going to say it was more like Shireen Baratheon, where he was screaming and kicking the whole time, begging for us to not light him on fire,
Yeah.
and yeah, we show no mercy. I can't remember exactly how. Do they kill? They don't put her out of her misery, right?
No, I think she burns.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
burns.
yeah. That's what happened to Mike too.
Mance Raider, Jon Snow puts him out of his misery.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. This
But
was
Jon
not that.
Snow was not there for the child sacrifice,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
this was not that. And you know what? It did go on a little too long,
Yeah.
because you know what? Mike's one surly son of a bitch. He wasn't going to
Say
go down
resilient.
without a fight,
Yeah.
but he lost bad
Yeah.
for sure.
To his fans particularly, we did preserve the feet.
Mm.
I think that was another reason why he was screaming so much, because we did kind of decapitate not decapitate, but we did sever
We
those
severed
while he
them.
was still living, no anesthesia. So
And now I have them on my car keys as a little,
Yeah.
little lucky
Yeah, and then
token.
Nick drew the long straw, so he got the full foot, and then Victor and I just divided up the toes.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
yeah. So it's kind of like I got like one of those rabbit's foot, except it's an actual toe. So
yeah. Although I've been finding that I have like a real string of bad luck recently, so it may have the opposite effect for me. I think that's
yeah,
his way of haunting me.
yeah. You might be onto something, because I've been having a lot of bad luck lately too.
Yeah.
Yeah, last week I got food poisoning.
Oh, geez.
Did you really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I got like pretty bad food poisoning when we were supposed to record last Tuesday, and I was like, yeah, it's probably best if we don't.
Who's the culprit?
Yeah. What'd you eat?
Austin, remember at dinner last Saturday, I was like, I've been really consistent with my diet. I've been eating a salad every single day.
Yeah.
I used lettuce that was a little bit too
Mm.
Did you buy the bagged lettuce and it was
Yes, I
already a
did.
little soggy?
no, the lettuce itself was good. I had just been using it for 5 days.
Mm.
And so
When you eat that lettuce, it's got like a sour taste to it. Did you not?
no, because I'm putting I was good on my calories that day, so I went extra dressing. so I didn't really taste the lettuce. I had a good amount of dressing. But when I poured the salad into the bowl, I could see how dark green it was, because it was like semi slimy.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, I probably shouldn't eat this, but it's salad time. I don't skip my daily salad.
Right.
I have not had a salad since that day. I'm just going to let you know that now. I've changed up the diet. I'm a little bit scarred from that evening.
I'm the same way with Subway. I had a really good relationship with Subway for the longest, and then there was one night where I just got one of those sandwiches, and I think I got, the end of the shift, the bottom of the barrel meat, you know,
Oh
and I put
god.
it back, and I felt great that night up until that point, and within 5 minutes, my body immediately rejected it, and it was violent, and
Oh,
it hadn't fully digested, so it was just
oh,
like
Jesus.
one of those scarring things where now every time I see a Subway, I get, like, that little queasy feeling for a second. So, I feel you. But go back to those salads, man. You just can't hold that was your fault. You can't hold on.
Oh yeah, I know. No, it's that one's 100% on me. Um, yeah, I mean, eventually, I mean, it's a great salad. It's one
Mm.
of my favorite things to eat. But yeah, I've just gotta build myself back up to it. It's been kind of hard. I've had a little PTSD from looking at some lettuce.
But if you okay, now I gotta test your laziness. You forget to go to the grocery store, and you run into the same situation, and you've got a bag of lettuce, and it's looking a little soggy, right? But you have to have your salad. Are you going in again and rolling the dice?
No,
Or
I think I'm just not eating that night. I'm going to bed hungry. That's it.
that's good. That's kind of the response
Yeah,
I wanted to hear.
yeah.
Mm.
I don't think I wouldn't put myself. That was honestly awful. It was like the first time I've puked in like 3 years.
Yeah, are you guys like pukers? Like Nick, are you a puker? No,
No.
because I know,
Very, very rarely.
I know some people are extremely comfortable with throwing up. There's some people that enjoy it.
That's sick.
Yeah, yes, it is. You know who strikes me as somebody that enjoys throwing up? Jeff. Does Jeff like throwing up?
Uh,
I don't know.
By
It's a
the
good
way,
maybe,
question.
I don't know.
you know? Dude,
All I know is that this is
I
a
could see him as like, you know what? Just get it out of me type.
yeah, just
Yeah.
grip it and rip it. Like I want to reset. I want to.
Honestly, that's how I felt last week, and that's the exact opposite of how I was throwing up. It was like strained, like painful, like basic. Like like my eyes are bulging out of my skull because I'm just trying to like. I was at a point trying to force it up because I just knew it was going to happen. I wasn't trying to fight it.
Well, a food poisoning throw up is worse than an I drank too much throw up.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You're in a different state of mind too.
Yeah, because you're drunk when you, unless it's the
Yeah.
next morning, in which
Oh,
case that's pretty brutal.
yeah.
But I feel like food poisoning, it's like, yeah, because then it's like both ends too,
Offense.
potentially, and not great.
You know what I've never mastered? I've never mastered the angle because I'll go to throw up, like I heave and I always bend over too far and it comes out my nose.
Oof.
All right. That has never happened to me.
I've had,
Jesus.
I've had that a couple of times.
Oh, that is brutal.
Yeah, it's come out the nose. It's like, and it burns. You know what I mean? Like I just, oh, that was that Subway for sure. I had that. Maybe it was just unique to Subway because their ingredients are
Well,
crazy.
did you get like actual deli meat or did you get like tuna where it's like it's the mayo has been sitting out?
No, I got like the club. So I don't know what it was. I got the roast beef, I got the turkey, and I got the ham. So
Could have been any of them.
could have been any of them. And like I said, it was the end of the shift. And what was so unfortunate was the lady was so nice. Extremely nice. So I was sitting there and I was like, I got a sandwich that was made with love. This woman, at the end of her shift, she's probably happy to go home, giving me some extra pieces of meat. Total opposite.
Nope. Well,
Total.
like she still probably made it with love. It just, the ingredients were
We're
bad.
filled with hate.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
were hateful ingredients.
By the way, speaking of Jeff, just because this popped into my mind, shout out to Jeff. The first time that B met Jeff, we were I'm not gonna say where we were, but we were at somebody's house and we were playing a game of Pong. And Jeff was not having a good game. And I remember he was on his last cup and it was like his redemption shot. and he goes to shoot it. It like bounces off the rim, and he didn't even look upset. He just looked like defeated, you know. And he looked at B, and nobody else heard this because it was loud in the room. But he looked at B, and he's like, "If you hear a gunshot outside, that was me." and he just walked outside, and B had just, like like no way to process it. Like she looked at me and she was like, "Is he okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's his sense of humor." But that's all she remembers now. Anytime I bring up Jeff, granted, like how many times has she interacted with him? But I just thought that was hilarious.
Oh man, that's Jeff's humor for sure.
Yeah, no, I think that was a good first Jeff experience, I'd say.
Yeah, it's a core memory now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I looked up the symptoms of hantavirus. I think we're in store for more puking.
is this a legit thing? Are we actually gonna have
Oh
another
yeah,
outbreak now?
oh yeah, no, we're getting ready for COVID too. This is going to be the golden age of podcasting. It's really time to lock in because we're going to be in our homes. Well, I guess probably not. I feel like
the fucked up thing is it's too lethal to be like a worldwide pandemic.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like it's not super contagious. You have to be within like really close quarters with people for like an extended period of time. I think the symptoms come on like very quickly, and then
it's like the incubation period is
where there can be idiots just walking around, you know, doing their daily chores and interacting with people. Whereas this, it's like once the symptoms come on, you're just like fucking bedridden. Like you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. But the thing is, there will be people that will still go places. And that's, I think, what's going to cause some deaths.
This says through contact with infected rodents or their droppings, urine, or saliva.
Yeah, so this particular strain is human to human.
There is only one strain in the world of this virus that is human to human transmission, or there's the possibility of human to human transmission, and that is this one.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, obviously we started out with the joke saying like, oh yeah, we're quarantining on that ship, but that ship is like,
us go.
Yeah.
We just been fucking
yeah,
in the world.
They docked that ship and immediately sent people home like on like airplanes, which is like, I think like the worst thing you can do. Because all those people had to do is quarantine for like 2-3 days on the ship. I get it. It sucks. Like people did die on the ship because of the virus, but if you had just contained all of the people on the ship, you were not going to spread it. Like I think there was a story I saw at least this morning that said like a couple left the ship and was like on their way home and like the husband collapsed in the airport because he was sick. And it's like, well, thank God he did it before he got on the plane.
Yep.
Talk about fucking close quarters. You're in a tube, a metal tube flying in the air for how many hours?
That's the beginning of literally every single like pandemic movie ever made. Is there's someone sick at the airport?
Yeah.
Is it Contagion? Is that the name of the movie that I'm thinking?
That's one of them.
Yeah.
I just remember like the opening scene where it shows it spreading from person to person. Obviously this is not that because it seems like it's harder to contract, but still, like I just get.
I think the ending of Planet of the Apes, the James Franco one, ends with a guy at the airport, and then it shows like the end credits is like airplanes like connecting like to different airports and like it just spreading all over the globe.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you cut to the next movie and everybody's dead.
Right. Yeah, 95% of the world's dead and there's just intelligent chimps just running around fucking causing chaos. Those movies rock.
Those movies were very good.
Similar vibe of movie, but when you guys were talking about that, the only thing I could think of was I'm pretty sure it's I Am Legend, where Will Smith gets his family on that helicopter and then it immediately crashes and he's like watching his family die in front of him, right? Is that I Am Legend?
So.
Yeah. I had a good chuckle at that, remembering that in my head just now.
You had a good chuckle? That's
kind of fun.
Where they scan their eyes or something like that, right? Or they use like the thermometers to tell whether people are sick or infected or not.
Or
That's
World War
yeah.
Z, where Brad Pitt is in multiple plane crashes throughout the course of the movie and survives all
I
of them.
I think that that's a prerequisite to like a virus type movie like
Right.
that, is
It's
that
like someone's infected on the plane.
right.
We're in the air. Oh no.
Any zombie movie too, it's always a plane crashing, into, like, a city or something like that.
Mhm.
Pilot got infected or died. Yeah, I'm not excited about that, but I don't think I saw any cases outside of that, right? Like,
Well,
the 3 deaths,
I
1
don't think
was
so. Yeah,
ICU, and the ship is still anchored off of Cape Verde.
yeah, but they let everyone on the ship leave, which is like the problem.
Mm.
So who knows who has it and who doesn't, and where they're heading? Like all these people.
Well, they left some people leave like a week or 2 ago, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But there's
Before
still
people died.
people on the ship right now, right?
That one I don't know. I thought everyone was just like free to go.
It says roughly a dozen US passengers who disembarked earlier at St. Helena are being monitored by health authorities and are currently asymptomatic.
Oh, it looks like, huh, that's interesting. This New York Post article is saying that the ship docked in Cape Verde. A woman tested positive, or like someone that died tested positive for it. A couple people left from Cape, like got off the ship and then left from Cape Verde, and now the ship is headed for the Canary Islands. So are they still vacationing?
Hey, they paid for the drink package. I mean, you gotta get your
Right.
money's worth.
Oh my god.
No, I think there's people still like quarantined on the ship. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think yeah, you're right, because they're still heading to Spain. It stopped in Cape Verde for some people to get off, and then it's heading to Spain so the others can disembark. Which I think that's pretty good that they're still on the ship, because maybe by the time they get to Spain, they'll be fine. But
They're I'm confused because did they not, like, sanitize the ship? Like, don't they have to scrub it all down, or are these people just continuously exposed until they get off at their stop? Because it sounds like they're just gonna keep going and then drop people off at the place that they needed to get off anyways.
well, like, I mean, I know it would make people insane because cruise ship rooms are like so tiny, but like, if everyone just stayed in their rooms for 2 days, which again, easy for me to say, I'm not staying in any of those rooms, but like, I think you effectively solve the problem at that point, right?
What I'm confused about is that, we can like triple tap an elementary school in Iran, but we
Yeah.
can't just bomb the plague ship. Like, come
That's
on.
all right. I mean, listen, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, that's probably the solution that we should have just drawn to. What's like it's like the kind of like when you think about it, like the trolley problem, right? Like what's
Right.
they are effectively the one person on the track, and we are the five people. The rest of the world
Mm,
are the five people.
right.
I think in any trolley scenario, I am just eliminating the single person, right? Kind of like the lesser of two evils, you know?
But then you're intervening to kill that person.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
I
the
it
that's the
is,
debate.
I am playing God at that point.
Mhm.
Um,
And
which,
operating a drone, I would imagine, is similar to pulling the lever on a trolley, you know?
yeah.
It's not like they're gonna drop you on the ship in like a biosuit and a
No.
shotgun, and you're gonna have to like go door to door, you know?
Okay,
You're in a flight simulator in
Yeah.
some basement in DC, just kind of waving a stick around and pressing some buttons.
Right, we'll have some 12-year-old do it and tell him it's like a training
Yeah,
exercise,
he's playing
like
War
What's
Thunder.
that? Yeah, what's that movie? Ender's Game or something like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
I was gonna say that you take the like a little box with like a red button and a green button, and you go to your nearest max security prison, somebody that's serving a life sentence, put the box in front of them, and you say, left or right, and let them pick. And if they end up, shooting the bomb over, they're already serving their
Yeah,
sentence, just tack it on, you know?
but that doesn't seem that fun because then you don't get to play God. I think the
Mhm.
fun part of it is that I get to control the scenario.
Yeah. I think you go the prisoner and you have 2 buttons and you say, one of these buttons blows up the prison, the other one blows up the cruise ship. If you don't press a button after an hour, you both blow up. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm pressing both buttons.
So,
Classic.
Can't even say choose wisely in that.
classic
It's
Joker
kinda
move.
And then it's immediate, like within 3 seconds, blow up ship.
well, I mean, here's the real joke. Both buttons are connected. They're just blowing up both no matter what.
No, you can't do that.
But he'll never know because
but
the
you're
prison blows up.
intervening then. If you give him the option or her the option, then it's totally their call.
Well, no, because then we're still playing God. Just like God makes all our choices for us too. He knows our whole lives, right? I think that's what some of these people believe. So,
Yeah.
like in that case, we're still playing God.
How are we still playing God though? I don't understand
Because we've predetermined the outcome for this person
we've only
or
predetermined
everyone.
for the prisoner, not for the people on the boat. If I
So
give you,
you're saying we should give them a chance somehow. We
yes,
can put them in like jigsaw type of scenarios where you can escape, but you have to chop off your wife's fucking like legs or something. I don't know.
I was wondering where your brain was gonna go. Yeah, give him a chance. Why not? But it's 9 times out of 10, they'll probably lop off the leg. You know what I mean? I don't know. I see it happening, but I can't rig it. I'm not gonna set up the button where it's like both of them are doing what blowing up the boat. Then you're owning it. You're taking responsibility for it.
Yeah, I guess.
I've got a good island they can go ahead and dock at.
Yeah.
Mm,
there is.
Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
unused right now.
Yeah. Well, there's some people there.
Do we care about those people? Oh. Yeah.
Do you guys think you would survive in a Saw situation?
I'd like to think that I would, but I know that that's a lie.
I would be begging for the other person to kill me. I can't do torture.
That's
I really.
do you remember like in the game? Is it the movie or is it the game? Wherever the one that has the sliding wall, and it's like if you press this button, it will kill the other person. Like it'll go in and it'll crush them, and the other person doesn't have a button.
Oh. Well, do I get to go free after pressing the button?
Yes.
Oh, then I'm pressing the button. That's fine. I'm saying like Saw stuff where like he's like you have to cut your own leg off. Like no, I'll just kill myself.
Or like the keys in your stomach, and you have to.
Oh yeah, no, just
Or you have to cut off a certain amount of flesh onto
pound of
the
flesh.
scale in order to release the
yeah.
vice.
I would
around
just I would ask whoever I'm trapped with to just slit my throat and then they could do whatever they need to get out at that point. I do not want to be involved with it's not even like I don't have survival instincts. It's that at that point I just know that there's no chance of surviving. So just might as well take me out early.
Right. And then you give them the opportunity to live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's like, in a way I'm saving a life.
In a way, you've defeated Jigsaw.
Right.
That's right.
By opting out of his sick, twisted games.
But that's also why I probably wouldn't be chosen for one of these games. He knows that. He listens to the podcast and he knows, yeah, this guy wouldn't do well. But not for the reasons he doesn't want me to do well.
The reasons why people got put in those scenarios got like dumber and dumber the longer the film series went on. And
honestly, I can't do like gore stuff. I've never seen any of like the Saw films. I've only really seen parodies of it in like the Scary Movie franchise where they have Shaq.
It's kind of ripping off Seven, where like Jigsaw basically deemed these people to be immoral in some way, and they're being punished for it. Like they're like an executive at like a tobacco company or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
by
Well,
like Saw 9, it's like you missed your daughter's 3rd grade dance recital from a business trip, and now you must pay.
It was very clear that it didn't matter who the people were. It was just he wanted to kill people.
Right. Yeah. It's pretty much just a guy that wants to kill people
Right.
in crazy, zany ways.
'Cause I assume that it was, like, even if you confessed, right, like, "My fault, I'm a shitty person," those people still died, right?
Uh, yeah, I mean, you have to do the game. You can't just, like, repent for your sins, you know? Like, that
Right.
doesn't work.
But the people that did, like, "Oh, the key is in your stomach and you gotta cut it out," the people that did that, they got to actually escape, or they ended up dying anyways?
There are a handful of people that survive
oh,
in the f I haven't seen every movie.
Yeah.
The only one I've seen front to back, honestly, is probably the first one, and then I've seen, like, parts of the other ones.
Gotcha.
Um, my brother actually loves those movies. I think he's seen, like, 8 or 9 of them.
jeez.
So I've observed some of the movies just from seeing him watch them.
But you guys haven't seen the Scary Movie like parody of it, right?
I have seen that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, but that was I know the one you were talking about.
It's Shaq and Dr. Phil,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And Shaq has to hit free throws, and he can't fucking. I mean, which at that point, it's not parody. That's kind of just like a real,
And
real
then
thing. But
Dr. Phil saws off the wrong leg or something like that.
Yeah.
oh man, those movies are coming back.
Yeah, that new one has the potential to be the worst movie ever made.
Yeah, it doesn't look great, but I still might go see it.
Did they put out a trailer for it already or something?
That's a good question. If so, I'll pull it up. Oh yeah, they
I
have
feel like
2
they
months ago.
have.
All right,
Doesn't the
let's,
movie come out, like, this summer?
Yeah, it does. All right. Geez, it wants me to let me open Chrome real quick. It wants me to sign in to prove I'm not a bot.
Have you noticed, speaking of with that bot stuff, sometimes I sign into a website and it seems like the developers have gotten extremely lazy in verification because it'll be like, prove that you're not a human, check this box. And then I check the box and it's like, good, you're good to go. I'm
Like,
like,
really? You're not gonna make me check off the boxes where there's a sidewalk or something? Okay.
right. It used to be that way and it used to be extremely hard. And it was like decipher this poorly drawn code. And it'd take me like 5 minutes just to do it. But now it's just like a checkbox.
Maybe they're like, "You know what? AI's coming and cybersecurity is not gonna matter anymore,
Yeah,
so
it's a
fuck
joke.
it. Let's." Yeah.
We've got code.
Last day, I'm just drilling holes, you know?
All right, let's see it.
Yeah, that's gonna be awful.
Wow.
But but it seems on par with the rest of them, doesn't it?
Maybe I was just like 10, but I don't know. I thought Scary Movie, like, 3 and 4 were pretty fucking funny when I was
Yeah.
a
I
kid.
mean, yeah, I haven't gone back to them, but yeah, I think that might be the case after watching that. I do like the fact that they incorporated like the newer horror films that have been popular,
Yeah.
like Sinners, Weapons, Long Legs. There, like that looked pretty cool. I guess
They couldn't
but
even get an Irish guy for the
I know.
Sinners thing. It's like, come on. They're even trying. It's just like a regular dweeby looking white guy.
But they got points back because they're bringing back the guy with the butler with the really nice strong hand.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fan service. That's all.
Yeah, I probably won't see that.
Watch that movie make like $500 million.
I know.
I mean, it probably will.
You gotta imagine that most people that are in their 30s to 40s are probably gonna go see that. Right? I mean, those are the people that were watching the movies when they came out
Yeah.
anyways.
That's probably the market for it.
Yeah. It's not for kids.
Millennials. No.
It's definitely not for whatever comes after millennial. Or millennials.
Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
This made the
That's
last
too
one
cool of a
made.
name. We have to nerf. We have to
Yeah.
nerf that.
Yeah, that's a
somehow.
little much.
You're gonna walk around being Gen Alpha, and then the poor people that come after them are supposed to be Gen Beta.
Yep.
Ooh,
They're
They're getting-
fucked from birth.
they're getting
They have
Gen
no chance.
mogged like that.
Yeah,
That's
they are
crazy.
getting Gen mogged.
Jesus.
For their entire lives, they're getting Gen
Yeah.
mogged.
Tough.
That
Yeah,
is-
the last one made $80 million. So
yeah, but how much did it cost to make?
20
one-
million.
20 million? This one
Yeah.
definitely cost more than 20 million to make.
Yeah, I mean, probably with inflation. Let's see. They don't have a budget on it yet, but
They don't want to
I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like $400 million or something like that to get all these people that they got.
Well, yeah, because now everybody's like expensive, but I gotta imagine that some of this was like personally bankrolled.
Oh yeah, by like the Wayans brothers,
Yeah.
probably.
Like, there's no way that a studio sat down and was like, "Yeah, for sure, we should invest in."
Wait, this movie was directed by Michael Titties.
What?
Michael Titties?
What? Did he directed the original ones?
Maybe. Let me see.
That seems like a choice. That seems like you don't choose that director unless you're choosing them for their name.
50 Shades of Black.
Also, I mean, he must be friends with the Wayans brothers because that's another Wayans movie. Yeah, I think he's only done Wayans movies. So this is probably just a moniker of one of the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, probably.
He also did an episode of Fred in The Burn with Jeff Ross. All right, Michael Titties.
Filmography.
What a career.
I mean, he has no date of birth. There's no personal information about this guy whatsoever. So
I'm-
yeah, it probably is.
I gotta see what this guy looks like.
It's gonna be like no rec found.
All right, here he is. Michael Titties.
Are we serious? That's him?
Yeah, this is what Google says when you search up Michael Titties.
Go back to that one photo that you were on.
I think it was this one, right? They all
Yeah.
kind of look the same.
Sure, it's not the one in the bottom right.
That's right.
All right, legit person.
Kip Thorne.
Kip
This is who
Thorne
that is.
himself.
Kip
Rip
Thorne
Torn?
and Michael Titties.
Is Rip Torn a wrestler?
No, he was an actor.
Yeah, Rip Torn. He just died a couple years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, he was the remember the like dodgeball movie with Vince Vaughn? He was the
Oh.
coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
What an
All right.
incredible name, though.
Rip Torn? That can't be his real name.
Let's look that up.
That's a stage name if I've ever heard one.
I mean, yeah, it's got to be. But if not, really sick name.
That's like watching a porn and some guy's name is like Big Dong. You're like, okay, that's that's a little too
Well,
on.
on the nose. Yeah, Elmore Rural Torn Jr. So
How's
Torn is a real, it's his real last name. But
spelled Torn?
yep,
Elmore Torn. Wow.
That's like one of those names that was derived from like what the time where your last name was like your profession.
Yeah.
Like you see some
So
people.
what was his job?
That's a great question.
They didn't have paper shredders back then,
But then you're missing out on the name Shredder, and that's way better.
That is way cooler. Yeah.
Rip Shredder.
Rip Shredder.
I just wanted why. Oh, wow. The nickname Rip is a family tradition among the men in the Torn family. So 4 other people went by Rip while
God.
he was also like alive. A father, an uncle, and 2 cousins.
That's awesome.
Rip Torn.
I wonder who who decides which guys are going to be able to go by Rip, right?
If you can rip a phone book in half,
Yeah,
you get the moniker.
you're bestowed with the name Rip, the highest honor
They
in our
knight you.
family.
Yeah. That's funny. That's a whole movie right there. One kid grows up really scrawny. He's not able to rip the book.
Hmm. And they're
Damn.
like, "You'll never be a Rip."
And then you'll never be a rip. They
So
grow
he
up-
actually he lived up in like Litchfield.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was arrested in 2010 for breaking into some sort of office while drunk
Hell
a-
yeah.
with a gun.
Oh, what office?
The Litchfield Bancorp branch office. It seems like he just thought it was his house. Which
Is how do you think
Can it
that
be?
that's your house? You probably pretty drunk. Unless
Yeah,
it's those odd like dentist office that are just out of somebody's house, you know?
no, I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay. Nice. I mean, that's house-esque,
Yeah, sort of.
sort of.
He probably has a really big house. I mean, he's Rip Torn, for God's sakes. So
He got the Rip moniker.
that's pretty hilarious. Just thinking that's your house. I mean, that's also kind of crazy. If it's a bank and he went in there with a gun, that could have been a much worse charge.
Could have.
Okay, well, he did have a $100,000 bail, so
Yeah,
I feel like that's kind of hefty.
not nothing.
Yeah.
But a slap on the wrist for a man like Rip Torn.
Hmm.
Rough. Rough life. You know what's the one that I didn't understand? What is the blue dot fever? What is that?
Oh, yeah. So that's just all the artists that are canceling their tours because no one's buying tickets. So Blue Dot Fever is like when you look at Ticketmaster
Uh-huh.
for like the seats, and all you see are dots because all the seats are available.
Oh, that's what blue dots are. They're like available seats to buy.
Yeah.
And
It's-
is that like a recession indicator, or what's the reason for that?
I think it is and it isn't. Like, because we've talked about this before on the podcast with like other artists like canceling their tours. But that, I guess, was more of like I think people were overestimating their popularity and like
Mhm.
booking stadium tours when they shouldn't have stadium tours. But like Post Malone and Jelly Roll are two of like the biggest artists in the top 40, whatever sphere you want to call that. And they had to cancel because they were like, yeah, we can't sell tickets. And I think it's because people can't buy them. Like they're just too expensive.
But how is it then? Like it's saying, like Bad Bunny's able to sell out tickets, Olivia Dean, right? But
Well, it's because the right people will sell out. Like you have to be
Basically, you have to be a super duper star if you're
Yeah.
gonna do fucking like MetLife or whatever, like
but they're not lowering their prices at all. Like those, there's got to be something out there that says like, I mean, I understand Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, it's like no matter what the ticket price is, because he's so popular, people are gonna go.
yeah.
But like Pearl Jam, you know what I mean? Like they must just be pricing their tickets.
Yeah, I mean it also comes down to like Ticketmaster themselves. Like last year when Oasis did their reunion tour, Ticketmaster had dynamic pricing on. So what some people were getting the tickets like at wasn't the same as someone else grabbing those same tickets. And I do think, like Nick said, it's a little bit of a recession indicator because it's like who's paying $500 to go see Post Malone, or like the Pussycat Dolls had to cancel theirs, or like Meghan Trainor. I mean, I feel
I'm
like
not paying $500 Trainer, that's for sure.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
It
sense.
sucks. I mean, it's just
Go ahead,
concerts are
sorry.
too much. No, I mean, it's just like and it's like when I think of it, even if the tickets were cheap, I'm already inclined not to go to a concert because of everything that it entails, like
Mhm.
sitting in a parking lot trying to get in and out, uh, buying like a $20 beer or something like that. Like the ticket prices alone is like a barrier. Then you add everything else in, it's kind of like, well, I'd rather just stay home instead of spend like $1,000 on one night.
Yep. And there are still people that are like, "Oh, well, I'll just buy a ticket in another state where prices are cheaper," but then you have to travel to that state, you have to stay in a hotel, you gotta do this, this, and this. Like, it doesn't matter. You're gonna end up paying
Yeah.
an exorbitant amount of money anyways.
Yeah, that's how you end up taking a vacation in Wyoming.
Yeah, exactly.
I shouldn't talk ill of the dead. It's not fair. He's not here to defend himself.
Uh, we'll
I'm
have
trying
to
to
do
see how much. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say on the next episode, we're gonna have to do, like, an in memoriam or something. Maybe we can put together clips,
No, just all his best clips.
all his best clips, all his best feet clips, that'll be it. We should do that when we when we come in to the next episode that Mike's on, whenever that is. We should, before we get started, be like, "All right, hold on, like, I wanna play this video before we even get into anything," and just have that up like it's on the Grammys or something like that, like the in memoriam, and then we just start sad music. I think he wouldn't get a kick out of it, but we would.
No, he'd be pretty upset by it, but that's fine.
Oh. As Beyonce comes up on my phone.
I'm just trying to see what other tickets, like what they're actually priced at. Like with Olivia Rodrigo, like she just put out like her new tour or something like that. It starts in Connecticut, which is pretty cool. But
Is she
if I
from
wanted the ticket to that, no.
Yeah.
I would just like to know how much some of these tickets are actually going for. Because I think like the Post Malone ones, like they weren't like they didn't start at an insane price. Like it wasn't like it
What
starts
kind
at
of
100.
venues was he trying to
They're
fill,
doing
though?
stadiums though.
Okay.
Like
So if he had just been doing, like, basketball arenas,
yeah, if you went to like
probably would've been
XL,
fine.
like I think it's fine. The other funny part is too is that he's like, we're not ready. He's like, guys, like we're pausing the tour because we need to take some time to like really practice and get ready and prep for the stage or whatnot. It's like, no, man, it's just because people weren't buying tickets.
Yeah, he's
Well
not exactly Michael Jackson on stage. I don't think he's gonna be like there's, like, extensive choreography and shit that needs to be, like, worked out.
No. And it could be like, I mean, again, granted, Justin Bieber is a big name, right? So, like, people are gonna step out for Justin Bieber, but that dude's going out on stage and playing his own YouTube videos. So,
Yeah.
like, come on. I feel like if you wanted to, you could be like Ed Sheeran. Go out there and just, have your soundboard, have your guitar, play up what you want, but some of these artists aren't like that. They feel like they have to have a full production. Depends on how they sell themselves. But, like, you're telling me that, like, if you can't fill out a stadium, you're gonna be like, "Nah, can't do it. Sorry, canceling the whole thing." Like, that's a little pretentious.
So do we think Justin Timberlake got that DUI as a cover to cancel the tour?
I think he got creative with it,
Yeah.
for sure.
Right.
Just like I think Tiger wasn't ready for his next competition, so he crashed his car.
It's awfully convenient timing when you
Just
think
saying.
about it.
Yeah.
Just saying. Still
Yeah, I
my
think
favorite video for that, by the way, is them showing, like, "And here comes Tiger Woods onto the field," and it's somebody that edited his car just flying through, crashing.
I
Did you
mean,
see the pictures of him in the backseat of the cop car? He looked
yeah.
insane.
He looked like he was,
Well,
like,
I mean, he was
flailing.
he's like barred out. Like that's all pain meds, which like kind of like is sad because like it's literally trying to cover up all his like fucking back issues and like all the leg
Yeah.
issues he's
His
had.
body's broken.
Yeah. But at that point, just like, I don't get a driver. Have
Yeah, right?
someone else do this for you.
But then didn't people ask that? And he's like, "Well, I just love driving."
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to take that away from myself.
It helps clear my mind.
Clearly. Clearly.
Yeah, clearly there's nothing going through your mind.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you- when
Clearly
you're
you are checked out
driving.
when you are driving.
It really helps me zone out when I'm driving.
I go to my quiet place.
Austin, you didn't see any of the photos of what he looked like, right?
I saw one in passing on my feed, but that was a while ago.
All right, it won't let me play it, but you could see from the thumbnail there.
Yeah, that one in the middle.
He looks like he's just like in peace. It doesn't look like he's
Yeah,
screaming.
it says he's appearing to nod off. Yeah, man, he's taking a nap.
Yeah, I would take a nap too if I was barred out and I was locked in the back of a car.
That looks like Fent. That doesn't look like that doesn't look like Oxy.
It does suck because I think like the first car crash he was in was actually I think he just lost control of the car and then rolled over, and then it was like, oh yeah, we might have to amputate his leg.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
he got really fucked up the first one.
Yeah.
He was basically lucky to even survive.
And then that probably added to whatever pain that he was having.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's a sad cycle, man. Sad
Yeah.
cycle.
Feel bad, but what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I feel like if I was in that situation and I had accomplished all those things in my life, right? And granted, I would be a different person. Like I have to be a different type of competitive to get to Tiger Woods level, like dedicated to my craft. That's my entire life. So I guess there's something to be said for that, right? But like you accomplish all those things. What's wrong with Michael Jordaning it, right? And just fade into the background, live off your success, you know.
Mhm. Gamble, drink,
Yeah. Buy a NASCAR team, buy an
Yeah.
NBA team.
poorly manage an NBA team for 20 years. And
Yeah.
Right. But all that
And the
shit
second you sell, they turn it around in like 2 years because
Yeah.
you're no longer there.
is that
Get
how
jaundice.
That's how. Oh yeah, just have jaundice
jaundice?
from binge drinking.
Yeah. You
Is
ever
it
see his
really
eyes?
His eyes are yellow.
I've never seen that. Doesn't jaundice come on when you're like it's like life threatening?
It's not. It's usually not a good sign.
Yeah.
I would assume so.
But he's also a billionaire, so he could probably fight it.
Yeah, he can get a whole new liver in there.
What is up? Like, there's got to be some psychology, explanation to this. But what's up with all these people that are so dedicated to their craft, becoming incredibly successful, and then when they stop, they just fall off the rails?
Well, it's because they have nothing else to live for. When you
Yeah.
devote, especially with sports, because sports is such a short window where you're not in your athletic prime past 35, 40. Like when you spend the first 30 years of your life plugged into one thing and one thing only, and then you stop doing that thing because your body physically can't handle it anymore. What else do you do other than binge drink?
I don't know. Like, pick up painting. Like, I want to walk with your family. Like,
But that's not competitive. Drinking can be competitive.
come on, that dude is not competitively drinking. Like,
Well, no, he's competitively drinking
gambling.
with himself.
He's
Gambling-
competitively
That too, gambling too.
Oh,
yeah,
gambling, I understand. Like, and I see that
But
with
he was
Drake,
doing
too.
that. He was doing that.
he was doing that
while
while he was playing basketball. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a hobby for him.
Well, that's like Drake. Drake posts screenshots all the time of his $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 bets sometimes.
Yeah, but those are advertisements. He's getting paid for those.
Yeah. Well, he's still placing the bets though, but yeah, he's probably getting
But
paid.
they're giving him the money to place them. Those
Oh,
are
yeah.
probably what he is putting down is probably what Stake is paying him to post that thing, and he gets to maybe keep the winnings.
They pay him hundreds of thousands of dollars to make
Yes,
those.
absolutely. They will pay streamers hundreds of thousands of dollars, and streamers have nowhere close to the platform that Drake has. They are paying him millions for those posts.
See, that was always crazy to me. I always thought that it was if somebody reached out to me for a brand deal, it would be 10 grand. You know what I mean?
Depends how many followers you have. I mean,
Yeah.
Stake will pay random social media users that do like that are like meme pages essentially to just repost some viral video with Stake, like with their logo at the bottom of the video.
Yeah.
That's the type of shit they're doing.
And they're paying thousands for that.
Oh yeah.
So you got to think about what Drake, who has like 40 million followers on Instagram, or probably more. I'm probably lowballing it.
Yeah.
They are paying him millions. And then he also does he'll do streams. He'll go on Kick and do streams where he's gambling as
Yeah.
well. So I think all of that is probably covered. They're covering all his bets, and then they're probably paying him more on top of it because of how much he probably drives to the website. Because they're not only getting the money from people gambling, but they're also getting money from the ads that are on the website too.
Well, yeah, and you gotta imagine that if Drake's on the platform betting on something, you gotta imagine that a good percentage of the people that are on that stream are following right along,
Oh, yeah.
betting the same thing he's betting.
Well, either that or fading it, because Drake is notorious for when he bets on stuff, he loses. So people are
Yeah.
like, oh, let me bet which again, the only person that wins in that scenario is fucking Stake. That's it.
Yeah.
They had to pay, they bought, I don't think they're the sponsor anymore, but last year they sponsored the F1 team. And I'm 99% sure that was just money laundering. They just had to pay, they had so much money. They were like, fuck it, we got to do something with it. This isn't for, again, it's also branding that the thing was literally called the Sauber Kick F1 team. And it was fucking green. The car was green, like the Kick,
Yeah.
streaming logo, and it had Kick on the car. So they're just trying to figure out ways to spend the money because they have to. So
Yeah.
it's either a tax write-off or it's a way for them to launder the money that they have.
Is that a US company, Stake? Is that
I don't
a
think
legit
so.
book?
Oh no, definitely. It's
Yeah.
all crypto.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I know it's not like Caesars and FanDuel and shit like that. Not to say that those also don't have very morally dubious advertising
Yeah.
tactics.
Those things are fucking evil as well.
Well, and we haven't even talked about Kalshi, which I think
Yeah.
Kalshi and Polymarket are the worst.
is egregious.
How is that even
Yeah.
legal? That's fucking insane.
I think that's just one of those things where the policies haven't caught up to the idea yet. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
But they're probably paying people off through lobbying to
Oh yeah,
not do anything about it.
that and people in our government are fucking making money off of it.
Yeah, they're doing insider trading.
Yeah.
It's literally the insider trading website. That's
Right.
what it is.
But what's crazy is at least with insider trading with stocks, it's like a fucking made up stock. They're doing insider trading of oh yeah, we're gonna fucking bomb Iran tomorrow. So let me put $40,000 on us bombing Iran tonight so that we can I get paid out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then there's also
then turns into blood money essentially.
yeah. Which if they're politicians that are doing it anyway, they already have blood on their hands, so it doesn't fucking matter to them at all. But there's also been weird ones where, again, I don't really buy into these conspiracy type things, but I also don't put it past any event anyone in this administration to do. But there have been a couple times where markets have opened up for how long a press conference will be. And they're it'll be oh, it's going to be 27 minutes and 48 seconds. And I'm betting the under on it. And at 20 minutes or 27 minutes, 30 seconds, they're abruptly ending the press conference for no real reason. Mid answer of a question, be all right, well, that's all I have time. That's all I have time for today. And they're just walking off.
Yeah. And I saw there was something that I saw where people were predicting what people were going to say in press conferences.
Yeah. Well, they did that for the Oscars where they made the joke of oh yeah, if who was it, Kimmel, I think, hosted the Oscars this year? Conan. So maybe it wasn't it was some show, maybe the Grammys, I don't know, but they had that in their joke, they had that in the joke writing where it's oh yeah, if I say potato at any point during, my hosting gig, like people will make money, and then he just says like, then like says the word potato. It's like even that is a form of insider trading if you already knew the market was there, and then you purposely put it in there to like, call out. I don't know. It's
Yeah, 'cause
I mean, my thing is that, like, if you're stupid enough to put money on something that can be so easily manipulated by someone who could also put money down on it, then, like, what are you even doing? Like, the
yeah, yeah. But
yeah.
that is not below so many people.
Yeah,
Clearly,
I
Yeah.
mean, there are people out there that are, I mean, I don't even wanna say dumb enough because like, it's just preying on like I'm thinking I'm gonna
It's
get rich
younger
off of this
men,
stuff.
too, for
Yeah.
the
yeah,
most part, that are just getting fucking killed by this stuff.
yeah,
I mean, it is stupidity, but, like, I think it's people are also like, "Oh, if I gamify this right, I'm walking away with, like, more money than my family will, like, ever have seen." So they're biting the like and again, it's, like, the same thing with, like, FanDuel too. It's like, "Oh, yeah, like, if I bet this fucking 18-leg parlay that everything should hit, like, I'll see generational wealth." I saw some guy on Instagram do it, I know I can do it too. And that's how you fucking lose your life savings.
yeah. God,
Sad shit. I mean, we could do a deep dive on Kalshi another day.
Yeah.
Today is probably not that day, but
we should, and it should probably be an episode where Mike's not on
Mhm.
that is true.
it.
Yeah, so, Kalshi, you're on notice. We're
Yeah.
coming for your ass.
Yeah, we're gonna send out a subpoena soon.
Yep.
We'll have a
And I think we
deposition
should
for that.
probably wrap this up. So today's episode is brought to you by Polymarket. Check it out.
And also, for the script, carrot, potato, juice, and topic. So
Yeah.
for anybody that just hit those, including myself, congratulations.
Yeah, drop a W in the chat.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for our Patreon word list. That's where we tell you what words we will say, so you can bet on them.
Right.
But to get that list, you have to pay us $15,000 a month.
Right. We'll put a delay on the release,
Yeah.
and we'll put out the script. And so you can pull it directly from there. But yeah, 15,000 is a pretty good number.
Yeah, it seems steep, but think about how much you can put down on us saying it and how much you'll win when we do say it. So
Right.
it's kind of like a great investment for you. You get the real, the ROI really jumps up.
Exactly. Make sure to use code basement when you sign into Kalshi, by the way, or when you sign up for Kalshi.
Polymarket, we're sponsored by Polymarket.
Polymarket. Sorry. That's for next episode. All right, I gotta get out of here.
All right. See you guys next week.